If the Spectacular Spider-Man series isn't enough of Peter in New York, well, let's jump on to another series that takes him back to basics. That's right guys, we are here with Spider-Man Master Plan issue number 1. So as the comic opens up, we are taken to Queens, New York, where we see Peter Parker is running through the streets, trying to do anything he can to not miss a show that he's been waiting months for. Unfortunately, right as he's about to cross a street, his spidey sense starts tingling as there is a crime in progress, which means he can't do anything about this, but Spider-Man can. Sure enough, he ends up stopping the criminals, webbing up the cab and everything, but unfortunately, Spider-Man's not exactly having a good day as the cab driver's like, dude, get off my car, man, what the hell have you done? Later on that night, we also catch up with him as some burglars are robbing a bank, and of course, Peter has to get involved. So he's more or less just going to beat the living hell out of them, webbed into the side of the actual van, and just take off doing his own things. And you would think, oh, he's finally going to have a moment to slow down. Unfortunately not, as there is a fire in the distance. Dealing with that, and the night continues, and he runs into a bunch more crimes, seeing that the police are chasing random crooks around, so he's got to get involved with that one as well. When he finally gets a chance to breathe, we see him looking up at the news of exactly everything that happened and all the crime that's kind of happening around Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and a bunch of red lights are more or less everywhere. So yeah, we more or less get a little montage of him just kind of swinging down New York, block by block, beating the hell out of everybody, stopping all this crime, doing his best to make it to Stark Tower without being too late. When he finally makes it there, well, the alarm goes off, and now he's got to fight someone. Now, I'm not going to point out any parallels to anything that is happening with the movies, but rather interesting that this dude is using a glove device that shoots electricity, and it turns out this was his plan all along. Well, he does get to stop him and hands him over to the police as he continues on. Unfortunately, we see that the exact thing he brought his ticket with him for is sort of useless now, as he's late to the show. So going down the street, rescues a kitty, and of course the media even blasts him about being in cahoots. Oh boy, he literally cannot catch a break. Spidey sense goes off and Spidey has a new task to take care of. This was a pretty decent issue. It's very much back to basic. It's telling us stories we might have missed, which is something familiar with these comics. But overall, I did enjoy it. There is a backup story that features the Vulture, and a lot of people probably already know this one, so yeah. Overall, this was an entertaining comic, but nothing you must read. I would give it a decent 7.5 out of 10.